Chapter 37. The classmate in the opposite bed was packing up her things, while Vivian was still sitting there silently. Obviously, she had switched rooms with that classmate. Serafina saw that Vivian's face was cold as money, filled with hatred. She had no interest in asking why, nor in advising her, so she just silently sat down next to the table and opened the phone box. Vivian waited a while before looking at her, her voice very small, but not soft. "No wonder you didn't answer the phone." Serafina didn't bother to raise her head. "After I sent you that video, Lily stole my phone." After hearing this, Vivian snorted, her disdain clearly visible. Serafina's hand paused slightly. Vivian had never been like this, her expression had always been positive and optimistic. Oh, she was aroused, wanting to change? Serafina smiled faintly, continuing to touch her phone. "I saw the video you sent. Lily is..." Vivian stopped, unable to contain her anger. "My father's illegitimate child." Serafina remained calm. "Yes. I wanted to move to your house, but your mother said you had already gone to school, so I moved here too," Vivian explained. Serafina began to hesitate. In the past, Vivian's soft and effeminate tone was unbearable for her, but she was used to it. Now that she had changed into Lily's version when meeting women, it was really hard to accept for a while. Serafina asked in response, "Why did you move in with me? Let me comfort you?" "Comforting me or not doesn't matter anymore." Vivian curled her lips without any trace of a smile. "Don't you dislike Lily? Now you and I are on the same side." Serafina installed the SIM card, put down the phone, and spoke in a normal voice, without any fear. "On the same side? Sorry, I've always been self-reliant." Vivian seemed quite surprised. "Lily and I will never get along in the future, won't you stand on my side?" "No." Serafina answered without hesitation, took out the book on the table and started reading. Vivian was even more panicked. There was no one else beside her now. Could it be that even Serafina? "But you don't like Lily?" "That's right." Serafina read the book. "I really don't like her, but I didn't deal with her for you." She coldly added, "I won't do anything for you." Vivian vented all the anger in her heart on Serafina. "You're the one who threw the stone down the well." Using the wrong idiom. Serafina flipped the book. "I didn't throw rocks at you, but I didn't plan to save you from the well either." "Why?" She stopped, turned her chair, her deep eyes flashed with a cold smile. "Do I look like a good person?" Vivian was surprised, indignant. "But aren't we good friends?" Slap. Serafina let go. The book fell on the table, creating a cold air current. Her pupils were dark, staring at her, smiling faintly. "You just remembered now that we are good friends?" Before, Vivian lowered her head, silent. In the past she really didn't care about Serafina. After a long period of dull silence, Vivian's voice trembled. "But today I've really had enough. My father sided with Lily, and even beat me because of her." Speaking up to hear, she gritted her teeth. "She is the illegitimate child of that evil woman Megan." Serafina raised her eyebrows slightly. It seemed that Vivian was really provoked. The viciousness in her eyes and words were something she had never seen before. It turned out that she disappeared from the party because after watching the video, she went to her father to argue. She must have lost control and scolded Megan and Lily, and then got beaten by her father. People like her have always been treated like treasure, secretly thinking that she is a princess, suddenly having to share half of the castle with Lily. Of course she would not be happy. Serafina did not reply, and Vivian was so angry that she almost ground her teeth. All the good things that the Ashford family's daughter had done were destroyed. Her father betrayed her mother, her family, and had an illegitimate child, and the mother of that illegitimate child became her father's new wife. Suddenly, Vivian's phone rang. She glanced at it, and hung up the phone rudely. Serafina smiled. "Is it Lily?" Vivian was stunned. "How did you know?" "With your father's personality, he wouldn't have the heart to pay attention to you. As for Megan, when you left the house, she got her wish. As for Lily," she tilted her head, analyzing the content, "it's not because she cares about you, but because she knows there's a video on your phone. She wants to use sweet words to trick you." Vivian was startled. In the previous phone calls, Lily had indeed been crying and complaining. saying she was innocent, treating her like a real sister. Her head was about to explode, she couldn't distinguish anything clearly anymore. Serafina saw her face change, knowing that she had guessed correctly. To make sure, she deliberately added a few more sentences. Do you believe it? Lily will find you, use all kinds of sweet words and tears to make you sway. However, if you tell her that you sent me the video, she will definitely turn her back on you. The close sisterhood she mentioned before will immediately turn into a lie. Vivian bit her lip and did not reply. Now she hated Megan, hated her father, but she was always mistaken when judging people. She did not know what kind of person Lily was. If Serafina was telling the truth, Lily was scary, but if Serafina was lying, then Serafina was also very scary. Who should she believe? Serafina ignored her mental struggle, took her cell phone, intending to send the video to her own phone. But before she could press the send button, Vivian snatched it back. I can't send you the video now. Serafina frowned. That video was sent to you by me. But now it's mine. Vivian said fiercely. What are you doing with this video? Who are you sending it to? Vivian was caught in a state of alertness and guard. Lily said you like William, right? His mother targeted you to be the Kensington family's daughter-in-law, right? You want to send this video to ruin my father's reputation, right? And ruin me at the same time? And then you and him can be together? Serafina narrowed her eyes. This girl had been harmed to the point of being paranoid. Lily was really good at it, temporarily unable to pull Vivian back, but at least she didn't let her side with Serafina. It was true that with just a few phone calls, she had already made Vivian wary of Serafina. Serafina took a step back, sat in front of the desk, and coldly said, Listen to me clearly, I hate men like William. But your good sister Lily fell in love with him. Vivian was surprised. What did you say? Your father, the Ashford family, and the William you like, she wants them all. Serafina saw Vivian's face turn pale, and ruthlessly added. And the people you care about all like her. Your father likes her, William likes her too. Vivian shook her head, almost collapsing, screaming, I don't believe it. William likes me. He often asks me out, Serafina didn't bother listening to her reminisce, and interrupted her uncomfortably. So was there ever a time when Lily wasn't there? Vivian's face turned ashen. It was true that Lily was there every time. She immediately felt dizzy. Oh my God, she actually treated a poisonous snake like a sister. She couldn't believe it, and just kept shaking her head. Too many things had happened today, she couldn't bear it, completely losing her ability to judge. Serafina didn't want to waste time with her, and said directly, Let's bet, you go ask Hannah, if William really likes Lily, you will send me the video. Vivian lowered her head, her face pale, not saying a word. If the news of Lily being an illegitimate child is exposed, let alone the Kensington family, all the other families will never let her through their doors. As for your father's reputation, it won't affect much. After all, which family doesn't have some dark history? Vivian thought for a moment, her face darkened, and she gritted her teeth. Okay. If Lily is really like you said, always trying to fight for things with me, you want to destroy her, I can't help but wish. There were 4 people in Serafina's dorm room, Helen and her best friend Violet Walker. The remaining one was forced to change rooms with Vivian. The atmosphere in the room was very strange right now. Helen and Violet were happily laughing and talking to Vivian, who was loved by everyone, leaving Serafina aside. Serafina, on the other hand, was quiet, and she was used to being isolated wherever she went. Fate between people, whether they came or not, it didn't matter. During her time in the dormitory, she would go online to ask about her younger brother's studies, listen to Lucas's phone reports, look at the group's recent summary, and write scripts when she had free time. After the movie Secret Space was a huge success, Emma sought her out to cooperate again, and she was very happy. After all, this was what she was most knowledgeable and interested in. One day, Vivian was trying on clothes, and when she looked in the mirror, she saw Serafina sitting at her desk, seriously working hard on her script. At that moment, Vivian couldn't help but look at her longer. Serafina's desk was near the balcony. The bright yellow sunlight of the early morning shone on her. Her loosely tied hair was a bit messy, but the sunlight dyed her a charming, illusory beauty. The sunlight shone on the white fingers dancing on the keyboard, the serious and stubborn-side face had a strange attraction. Vivian felt a strange sense of loss. From childhood to adulthood, no matter where she went, she was always the most beautiful. Her aunts, uncles, and relatives near and far never stopped praising her. She was also very confident, no one was as perfect as her. Therefore, she treated everyone well, because she sat on the throne. However, Lily took away her family. Serafina made her realize that illusory and fleeting beauty was something that every woman had. Thinking back to that day, William's mother also had a good impression of Serafina. In such a short time, she lost so many advantages. She silently lowered her head. After a long while she raised her face, added a smile, and looked at Serafina in the mirror. Are you going to cooperate with Emma again? Yeah. Serafina was busy, answering very carelessly. I heard that Emma worked very well with Rowan Hayes last time. This time she also wants him to be the male lead? Still a brief yes. A few seconds later, Serafina seemed to have realized Vivian's intention. The sound of typing on the keyboard slowed down a bit, but did not stop. I recommend to Emma, let you be the female lead. Vivian was stunned. Me? This was a great thing. Among the classmates in the same class in the performance department, only she and Lily had been the female lead. Now she hoped to surpass Lily in all areas, including both studies and career. Of course she could not give in, because your acting ability is already good. Serafina continued typing. Moreover, I want to bribe you. Bribe? Vivian's eyes flashed, but she immediately lowered her eyes. Serafina looked into the vanity mirror on the table, taking in Vivian's expression. Her smile was faint. I know you've been in contact with Hannah these past few days. I guess, you want to please her, and by the way, please William, right? Vivian turned her head away, her voice annoyed. It's not about pleasing her. In the future, when William and I are together, of course I will become family with Hannah. Serafina laughed secretly. What was so attractive about this William that made Vivian like him so much? Or was it because Lily had aroused her desire to compete? That's why I want to bribe you. Serafina saved the document and turned off the computer. I've already set my sights on the West 2 area of the suburbs for the auction this afternoon. I must buy it. I know your family, and the Kensington family also want to buy land. Hannah likes to steal my things the most, so you better not ruin me just to flatter their family. Also, even though you don't like Lily, she's the representative of the Ashford family, so you might be on her side. But I really like that piece of land. Lily can buy another one. She's also very competitive, so don't send her messages, okay? Vivian combed her hair in front of the mirror, and snorted softly. I'm not interested in these things. I just went there to talk to Hannah in person. That's good. Serafina finished packing her things, and lazily went into the bathroom. Vivian's hand combing her hair stopped. These past few days, she saw Serafina searching everywhere, researching the land purchase, and gathered a lot of information. The final conclusion was that the land in the western suburbs of Zone 2 was the best. The remaining plots were all about the same, and the worst was the land in the western suburbs of Zone 1. This time, the Ashford family bought the land to cooperate with the Kensington family to build an experimental base, but unexpectedly, her father assigned the land purchase to Lily. It was obvious that after everything was exposed, he seemed to want to announce that Lily was his biological daughter. Vivian of course wouldn't let Lily achieve her goal so easily. She just wanted to make Lily lose all face in front of her father and the Kensington family. So she deliberately revealed to Helen, saying that Serafina was eyeing the West Suburbs 1 area. She knew Helen would tell Lily. These pieces of land looked similar to each other. Lily would definitely steal them from Serafina. Only when she bought this hopeless piece of land would Vivian be able to calm her anger. But if the land in the West Suburbs 2 area was so good, should she reveal the news to Hannah? Vivian thought about it, deciding to go to the auction first, see how Hannah was doing, and then decide later. After coming out of the bathroom, Serafina looked radiant, with elegant makeup, low bun, and a long blue silk dress, like a star about to walk on the red carpet. Vivian had to look at her a few more times. She looked at Serafina sitting on the chair wearing earrings, vaguely feeling that Serafina was too bright like this. She was silent for a few seconds, then lowered her voice. I'm ready, let's go when you're done. Serafina was applying lipstick. Hearing her say that, she looked in the mirror, and slowly said, you go first, someone will come pick me up later. Vivian was a little surprised, suddenly remembering Mia's question, and asked, do you have a boyfriend? Serafina's hand paused for a moment. To be honest, she had never really considered the relationship between her and Harrison. What was it? Friends? They weren't that close. Not friends? But why did it feel so natural every time they answered the phone? Was he pursuing her? Actually, he was very indifferent. Was he not pursuing her? Then what were the little ambiguous things between the two of them? She suddenly felt confused, and frowned slightly. Just a normal friend. Vivian didn't ask any more, opened the door and went out. Serafina finished getting ready, and went downstairs at the appointed time. As soon as she left the dormitory, she saw Harrison's car parked on the side of the road for a long time. The refined yet rough guy was standing next to the car. Now she knew his name was Miles Thompson. Miles was dressed in all black, and also wearing sunglasses, attracting enough curious glances from the people around him. Her makeup and stylish clothes were also very obvious. She almost had to run away into the car amidst the prying eyes of so many people. When he opened the car door for her, Miles gave her a smile that was even uglier than crying. Her face was as stiff as a log, and she advised, you need to practice more. Harrison, who had been quietly reading a book, closed the book when he saw the car door open, and his indifferent gaze fell on her. Today, she wore a waist-cinching dress, with a thin layer of pleated brocade on her chest, very loose and wide. When she bent down to get into the car, although she used one hand to cover it, the snow-white color was still visible. He turned his head away properly, but his heart was pounding like a drum. Of course, she didn't know what he had just seen, and asked apologetically, have you been waiting for a long time? He tilted his head, his expression as usual, no. That's good. She breathed a sigh of relief, and half a moment later, she was happy again. Thank you for your only inside information. Although her grandmother could get valuable information with just a few phone calls, she was a noble and conservative person and would not do such a thing. Therefore, her intelligence agent was actually the Lancaster family. Everyone thought that the pieces of land auctioned today were similar, but only she knew a few differences between them. She confidently curved her lips, I will definitely get that piece of land.